So I have to ask myself, what image of myself do I wish to become? And I see myself as a yogi, sitting in primal samadhi, thousand petal lotus, lit up by the universal consciousness itself. How does one become that image, right? How does that, I mean, it's a nice thought, right? But how can you bring, how does that inhabit this human form? What would that feel like? What would it feel like to have that level of energetic awareness on a cellular level in your body? And that, make no mistake, it needs to be cellular in this situation. You're not going to get away with just systems here. You're going to have to deal with the cellular level of it. You'll have to go that deep. You'll have to give acknowledgement to yourself that deep. I think that's what it feels like to me. It's a remembering of your entire self here, of this whole human form, of taking responsibility for it to some degree. Understanding the double helix DNA structure, both on a biological, psychological, philosophical level, you know, the whole thing has to match. That's where we're at now. There can be image stabilization. That's a key word here for your own self-image stabilization. Because without it, you can't exist in these rarefied states of consciousness because there's too much static going on. There's too much distraction unless you've stabilized your own image projection. So I'm talking to myself here always, you know, reminding myself of that, setting that image from the heart center. I think that's what I'm trying to communicate here to myself, to remind myself, ourselves, the self, this, of the possibility here of really transcending this and creating personality constructs that are in line with the overall idea of the crown center all the way down through. Really, apparently. Anyway, I'm sure I have more to say.